Joining me in studio now is Ben Blain, who is running for Warrnambool City Council. Ben, thank you so much for joining us.
Morning, Kate. How are you?
Very well. Now tell us all, why did you decide to run for Warrnambool City Council?
Look, I was born in Warrnambool. I've always loved the natural surrounds and the lifestyle that Warrnambool has to give. I've cemented my connection to the city. I've purchased a house with my darling wife, Natalie. We got married here last year. It was beautiful. We had our photos all done in the gardens. I'm the owner of a small business that, I'm a commodity trader. We sort of service all the Southwest and Warrnambool as well, and I've run that for the last 7 years. And look, I'm the Vice President of the Ratepayers Association. We've been very outspoken about, what we'd like to see council doing. I think council have lost their connection with the community. They've... Council, just needs to get back to basics, get back to what they're meant to be doing, which is that roads, rates and rubbish, and really supporting our residents, especially in the post-COVID recovery. We want to be pushing for Warrnambool to be a premier tourist destination. We want to try and get as many visitors to our city as possible, and I just think council could be doing more in order to support that.
Ben, tell us, what is your vision for the future?
Look, I've got a list of things that I'd really like to see done as time goes on. I really think that, especially with the COVID pandemic, we should be looking at a rates freeze. Stopping the breaking of the rate cap in 2022, like that seems to be a big one. A lot of the candidates are on it at the moment. The small things matter, trying to waive the shop fees for the business owners, especially those in the hospitality industry. They're pushing for them to move out into outdoor dining. Council needs to be making that as easy and as simple as possible for all of those guys. Keeping our weekly rubbish collection as we move to the glass bins. We're going to go to fortnightly general waste collection. We want to keep that going. Just for the young families, if you're a couple, it's probably not a huge deal to you. But if you've got young kids, you need that service. I'd also like to see, offering the extra greenway service during spring and during the peak growing times. Many of the councils around us seem to be able to do it, but we don't seem to be able to. Supporting traders as much as we can through the whole waiving of the shop fees, through off-street parking. There are things that council can be doing to make things as easy as possible. The harbour redevelopment, I'm a big advocate to see the harbour finally get redone. And just being open and transparent and listening to the community. The rates rise was really a big one, where 87% of the respondents all turned around and said they don't want to see a rate rise, and council went ahead with it anyway, So, and Aquazone and, council businesses. Aquazone's a huge one. We need to be looking to the future. We need to be looking at what we can do to make Aquazone more commercially viable, whether it is through adding a 24-hour gym there, or it's through trying to add more attractions there, like water slides and things. But then what do we need in the next 10 years? We've got 35,000 people in our great city. What services do council need to be providing into the future, and what do we want to see? Do we want to see a training facility and a place where we can hold state meets, or do we want it to be like a spa?
Ben, thank you so much for joining us this morning, and we wish you all the best.
Thank you very much, Kate.